It's almost the end of February, and we're up here in the Minden Haliburton area. Oh, did you see that? It bent a half an inch. I had one on. The slap helps, you know. Isn't that a pretty fish? Don't go in the hole, go in the pile. You know what? I've got a nice lunch there.
Canadian Sport Fishing, brought to you in part by Rapala, premium fishing gear crafted from experience. Yamaha Outboards, reliability starts here. Sail, the outdoors superstore. Lucky Strike, all you need is a Lucky Strike.
You know, we've got some interesting conditions today. It's almost the end of February, and we're up here in the Minden Haliburton area. And you can see it's pretty gray out, and there's lots of water on the ice. We're actually fishing somewhere on Gull Lake, and we're in about 60 feet of water. And I'm targeting herring of all things. I've got one tip-up set up that I'm keeping my eye out for whitefish, but we're primarily trying to get herring because they're one of the most underutilized fish that you can get when you're ice fishing in some of our deeper lakes. So with me today I've got Al Weaver. He's in the hut next door to me, and I'm hoping to have Karl Dickob, who's the president of the Ontario Fisheries Enhancement and Aquaculture Association, join me as well, so we can have a little chat about some of the stocking programs. Okay, I'm just going to slide him onto the ice because these things have a habit of flipping around. Look at, isn't that a pretty fish? Silver as a salmon. So this is also called a lake cisco or a lake herring. So I'm just going to take him off, and I'm going to start making a little pile because this is number one. Actually, you know what? He's the first one. I'm going to release him. So I'm going to just put him in the hole, and you should see him do his tail wave. There he goes. Now look at this. There's my jig. I'm just helping my line because it's so light, falling down. This is the trail of bubbles that the line is leaving. If I see any marks down here, they're going to be herring. So there's my jig. And you can see that we're in 57.5 feet of water. This is the bottom. So what I'm going to do, these ciscos can be suspended from 10 feet below the ice or all the way down to 60 feet. So you got to use a sonar like this. It's very hard to catch them otherwise. So what I'm doing now, I let it drop down, and now I'm reeling it up. I'm at about 24 feet because early in the morning, especially with this lighting condition, they can be 10, 15 feet below the ice. I'm letting it fall again. So it's very important that you watch the sonar. If you see me turn my head that way, I have a tip up there, and I've got two big emerald shiners on there, and I'm hoping to entice a nice whitefish. Because when you get up in the Minden Haliburton area, there are a lot of whitefish here. You can get some days 2, 3 whitefish that are anywhere from 3 to about 7, 8 pounds. Now you'll also notice that I've got the wrap shack behind me. If it starts to get nasty, because they're calling for rain today, and then it's going to go to like minus 11 the day after. So it's crazy Canadian weather. So the nice thing is that if it gets bad, I can crawl in there. I can take my little sled in there, my sonar, everything. And the hut has the pop-out windows, so I can look at my tip-up from inside. And if it goes down, you'll see me shoot right over there like a bullet. So now it's just a waiting game, hoping that another group of fish go through. You know, if you're planning on being a serious ice fisherman and you're going to be fishing throughout the winter, especially when the ice gets thick, you'll want to invest in a good power auger. Now, Rapala has a series of 2 great power augers. One is called the Black Ice. It's a little bit bigger than this, a little bit stronger. This is the Vortex, and it's very lightweight. It's actually about 22 or 23 pounds. It has very good auger cutters and a really good blade at the bottom. Also, what I like about this unit is you can see that the tank is clear, so you can actually see how much fuel you have in it. There's no need to use an actual fuel gauge. Okay, so make sure that you prime it so that you see that the fuel is inside the line. And then on the Rapala auger, they've got a really nice system. There's an on-off switch here. Right now it's off. I'm going to push it on, and I already have the choke on, and there's the run position. So I'll push the choke down. Now look at this. Isn't that a nice handle? Even if I had big mitts on, I can still start this unit and put my hand in there. So you hold on to it. If your buddy's with you, he can hold on to the other side. And a good auger should start on the first pull. So once you have the auger running, let it warm up a little bit. Right now it's on choke. I'm going to put it up in the running position. Got that nice hum to it. And now you're ready to cut your hole. Make sure that you're holding it perpendicular to the ice, that it's not angled one way or the other. You can see it's got the nice handles to hold it. And then this is the throttle. Just hold on, don't push on it when you're cutting your hole. The other important thing, always make sure that you cover the blades when you're not using the auger. Okay, so it's really important that you put the cover on properly. You can see that the cover actually has steps for the different size of auger blades. This particular one is an 8-inch auger, so that's the diameter of the hole. And you can see that you have the actual protector right here. So that's where this is supposed to sit, right there. So you very gently hold it like you would a bowling ball. Put it on and turn it until you find it in the right slot. So it's in the slot now, and then just take the actual bungee cord, put it around, and it's safe so nobody's going to get hurt.
NavaGlue, the ultimate boat shelter system. Sport fishing sweepstakes.
I was all upset because I couldn't catch a fish. When I finally caught one, I couldn't quite get it in the boat, and I figured that it would be a pike or a pickerel, but it ended up being a ginormous perch. My dad is usually the better fisherman in my family. He's the one who taught me all of what I know.
We'd love to hear your fishing story. Go to our website and enter the NavaGlue Sport Fishing Sweepstakes. You could win some great prizes.